Heathrow's power outage, a leadership crisis takes flight. The weekend's unprecedented chaos at Heathrow Airport, Europe's busiest hub, has ignited a firestorm of controversy, extending far beyond the literal blaze that plunged the airport into darkness. Over 1,000 flights were canceled, leaving thousands of passengers stranded and triggering a cascade of repercussions that are still unfolding. At the heart of the storm lies the leadership of Heathrow CEO Thomas Woldbye, whose actions, or rather, inaction, during the crisis have drawn sharp criticism and raised serious questions about his suitability for the role. The narrative unfolds like a gripping thriller. A fire erupts at a substation supplying power to Heathrow, throwing the airport into disarray. Passengers are left bewildered and frustrated, facing hours of delays and cancellations. The scale of the disruption is staggering, a logistical nightmare that ripples across the globe, impacting countless travel plans and businesses. Yet while chaos reigns, the Sunday Times reports a strikingly contrasting scene. Heathrow's CEO, Mr. Woldbye, retreats to his bed at 12:30 a.m., leaving the chief operating officer, Javier Echev, to navigate the unfolding emergency. This revelation has ignited a public outcry, raising profound questions about leadership during a critical incident. Was this a lapse in judgment, a failure of leadership, or something more sinister? The lack of decisive action from the top raises serious concerns about Heathrow's crisis management protocols. The airport, renowned for its efficiency and global connectivity, seemingly faltered when confronted with an unforeseen challenge. The incident exposed a vulnerability in Heathrow's operational infrastructure, highlighting the devastating consequences of a single point of failure. This vulnerability isn't just about power grids. It underscores a potential vulnerability in leadership during times of intense pressure. The question remains, was the airport adequately prepared for such an event? Were appropriate contingency plans in place? The answers to these questions are crucial not only for Heathrow, but for every major airport worldwide. Adding fuel to the fire is the Transport Secretary, Heidi Alexander's, candid admission that she would find it virtually impossible to sleep if she were in charge during the crisis. Her comment, though not a direct condemnation of Mr. Woldbye, carries a heavy subtext of disapproval. It serves as a powerful indictment of the leadership displayed during the power outage. Ms. Alexander's carefully worded statement avoids explicitly expressing a lack of confidence in Mr. Woldbye, but the unspoken message is clear. Further escalating the tension is a bitter war of words erupting between Heathrow and National Grid. National Grid's head asserts that sufficient power existed to maintain airport operations, even with the substation fire, implying that Heathrow's response was flawed. This claim raises even more uncomfortable questions about Heathrow's internal procedures and crisis management capabilities. Was the airport's response appropriate, or was there a missed opportunity to mitigate the impact of the power outage? In the wake of this calamity, the Energy Secretary, Ede Miliband, has commissioned a comprehensive investigation by the National Energy System Operator. This investigation promises to shed light on the causes of the power outage and identify any systemic failures. Additionally, a separate internal review, led by former Transport Secretary Ruth Kelly, will scrutinize Heathrow's crisis management plans and evaluate the effectiveness of its response to the disruption. These inquiries are crucial in understanding the full extent of the situation and preventing similar occurrences in the future. Mr. Woldbye himself, when questioned by the BBC, declined to comment on whether he should retain his position. This silence speaks volumes, further fueling speculation about his future at Heathrow. His reticence, coupled with the Transport Secretary's thinly veiled criticism and the ongoing investigations, casts a long shadow over his leadership. The Heathrow crisis is far more than a simple power outage. It's a case study in leadership, crisis management, and the importance of robust infrastructure. The coming weeks and months will undoubtedly reveal more about the shortcomings and potential systemic failures that allowed such widespread disruption. The investigation's findings will be crucial in shaping Heathrow's future and ensuring that such a catastrophic event is never repeated. The eyes of the world are on Heathrow, waiting for answers and demanding accountability. The future of Mr. Woldbye, and perhaps the very future of Heathrow's operational structure, hangs in the balance.